Hi, this is Ron and Shane from Ron's CNC Service, and we're here to talk a little bit about machine tool monitoring. In today's manufacturing networks, we're always talking about the Internet of Things, the digital manufacturing age, machine monitoring, and on and on and on. What is it really? Shane, how does machine tool monitoring work?
Well, first, what you do is you go into the machine and you attach a hardwired monitor board into the machine, and it's going to give you all the signals you need to get the information out into the IoT network that will enable you to gather everything you need.
What's a couple? What are the few things that the manufacturing is going to need to make those decisions? Give me a couple signals that they would be looking at.
Well, most machine shops like to have their, is it in cycle, is it not in cycle? Those are the standard connections that we hook up to, mainly because you need to know what your spindle time is in order to make proper decisions on where to put jobs, where your bottlenecks are in the shop. So we have things like downtime reason codes that get input when the machine's not in cycle. And this will help you identify where those bottlenecks are, so that you can properly take action to eliminate them.
So in the course of putting a product like this in, what do you see as the main obstacles to putting it in, either from the workers or even from the management?
Well, typically you get a lot of flack from the people on the floor because they think it's Big Brother and you're out there to watch them. But, it's really not about that. This is more about scheduling and knowing what your capabilities are and where you can place things. A proper scheduling tool really helps you a lot more than people realize.
So tell us a little bit about the product that Ron CNC is the East Coast distributor for, eNETDNC. Give us a little history of that and kind of give our listeners why should they pick Ron CNC and eNETDNC?
Well, that's a great question. Well, eNETDNC has been around for 30 plus years, just like Ron CNC. It was started by people that were in the machine shop environment working on these machines, and they found that there were no real good solutions to up and download programs because the DNC is the backbone of this whole system. So Steve Anderson, the owner of eNETDNC, he created this program that will allow you to up and download programs into machines and not lose characters, which is why we actually use our own hardware. You can use hardware like Mocksville and Digiport and Rocketport, but the problem is they're not really made for the environment and they're not made for this application. This application requires a specific type of hardware so that it doesn't drop characters and crash your machines. And it's just a great, robust piece of hardware that's built for the shop floor environment. It's a full closed system so that you don't have to worry about dirt and things getting into it.
Well, that's kind of it in a nutshell. We're going to continue to do videos like this. You'll find that Modern Machine actually has a new editorial that's going to come out monthly that's exploring just exactly this topic. Some of the fears that manufacturers are having to put it in. The fears of the employees of, as Shane said, the Big Brother. But I think that you'll find that 9 out of 10 times, it's a better manufacturing tool than I gotcha. And if all you're using it for is I gotcha, you're probably not using it to its best advantage. The reports, the emails, all these different things make eNET the most robust DNC machine monitoring product out there. And here at Ron CNC, we distribute through the East Coast. We install it. We're one of the few installers as well. Come to our website, take a look at the people that are using eNETDNC, and look for us again. This is our first installment of Why Should You Put Monitoring in Your Shop?